Here it is, right here. She's definitely looking at her phone.
He does turn too.
Yeah, he looks.
What's your theory on how that cell phone ended up flying 30 feet with it?
It just did.
John did leave the bar that night with a cocktail glass. He brought it in my car.
Today, Samantha and I are going to analyze the cocktail glass that John took from the waterfall. We know that we saw Karen take a glass from C.F. McCarthy's to the waterfall, but that doesn't seem to be the glass that John ultimately ends up with in Karen's car. Samantha and I are going to analyze this and other aspects of the video after Higgy Bear had left. Let's watch.
And then when I dropped him off at Brian Albert's house, he took the cocktail glass out and walked up. He just took it with him.
The cocktail glass was found near John's body.
I was removing the snow layer by layer, and right here you can see it exposing a broken clear cocktail glass.
How it got broken at the scene, whether it got broken in the house, we don't know.
We know that we have a damaged drinking glass at the scene in the vicinity of the fragments of the taillight. So the theory that Dr. Rentschler and I put forward is potentially an individual threw this drinking glass at the back of the Lexus, causing the taillight to fracture.
This is one of the good-looking experts the FBI hired in order to help try and figure out what actually happened with regard to the cocktail glass. However, it wasn't the FBI's internal investigators that were doing the actual experiments. And yes, being a tall, good-looking doctor is extremely helpful. It's better than being smart. However, they were so far off with regard to their theory. The fact that they thought that someone actually threw a cocktail glass at the back of the car and somehow it ended up next to John O'Keefe's body is not plausible. And it appears the main reason why these experts were so far off in the first trial is because Karen Reed really failed to disclose that the real killer,
Brian Higgins,
was in love with her, and he was the only one with a motive to actually attack John.
So myself and one of our lab technicians at ARCA, we designed and developed a pressurized air cannon. So it was capable of firing a projectile such as a drinking glass at the taillight.
They fired a cocktail glass out of a cannon at various miles an hour to determine how fast one would have to throw a cocktail glass to break Karen Reed's taillight, and they ended up coming up with 37 miles an hour. But the state had never presented a theory that John had maybe thrown a glass at the car in anger, and neither had the defense. So
what the hell made them think that taking the time to develop a cannon to shoot a glass at Karen Reed's SUV was going to be helpful? I don't know.
When those ARCA experts testified about this John throwing the glass theory, that was the first time anybody in that courtroom had heard it.
And it was the last time, but I'd still rather be good looking than right.
It doesn't make sense because the cocktail glass was found near John. If he had thrown the glass, it would have been found somewhere completely else, far away from him. Physics would suggest that the glass was in his hand and broke as a result of the collision.
That's my former best friend Kevin, and he's partially right. Physics does play a part, and it's impossible for John to have been hit by a 27-mile-per-hour SUV and have the cocktail glass in his hand or anywhere within the vicinity of his body, especially near the flagpole where he was found. But we're looking, it's 12:04, so they've already left, meaning Brian Higgins and Brian Albert left about 6 minutes ago. And keep an eye on Karen. Obviously, she's right next to John. And also Chris Albert, too, as we roll through this.
Okay.
Chris Albert's a little handsy / flirty. There's Nick the Greek on the right there. Look, see how she's like with Matt right there? I mean,
yes.
Of course, Jen has to come over and say, "Oh, this is how we know them." No, I watch their lips as they move. There's my boy Chris. You know, all touch means something, at least to a guy. It does.
Well, I mean, that's like his sister, Jen.
Is it a real sister? See, but Karen's like that too with the touching.
But Chris is like, he hugs his niece goodbye. He's
okay. Is this bothering John at all, or he's okay with it?
I don't know. It's a great
question.
Look,
they're all partying. Look, Jen's partying right there. Okay, can you tell me if Karen is gonna be on her phone? Just look at Karen right here. Coming up.
Oh.
Or just watch.
Well.
Does that flashing mean that you're doing face? Because we've seen that before. See how it's flashed on her?
It's either a face or a camera, right?
Yeah, I don't think, would she take a picture of herself like that?
I don't think so.
This guy, Chris Albert, really loves this girl here. Here's they're leaving. And it's weird because like they all kind of leave John alone. The girls do.
It's true.
All right,
Chris
now watch
does.
John. You know it's a sin in Massachusetts. It's against the law to leave a beer with any beer in it, right? So they do. John finishes it. And this is, I think, the glass that eventually will be next to him when he is found. He picks up a glass. You're going to see as Chris leaves.
Oh, Karen's glass?
I don't know. So
Or was that
it's
water?
definitely not a tall glass. I don't know. But I just wanted you to get a sense of like, they were all sort of partying right here. There's no like tension, at least on everyone else, but maybe John.
Yeah, John definitely looks like tired and standoffish, not as jovial as everybody else.
Right. And I'm just wondering if Karen actually checked that text message from
Oh,
Higgins
right in front
at
of him.
12:06.
See John, see it out of the corner of his eye. You see that?
Oh, actually, I never watched John. I was watching Karen.
He is looking out of the corner of his eye. Watch.
I've done that.
Here it is, right here. She's definitely looking at her phone.
He does turn too.
Yeah, he looks.
Oh, yeah, he is looking.
He definitely
I'm pretty
looks.
sure that's opening the phone with your face. I think it'll send off those flashes that you
But it
generally
looked like
wouldn't
she put
see.
it away, right? Looked like she
I mean,
put it
she-
away at that moment.
She's down looking at it now. I don't know if she's really checking those messages. The only one would be this message. Well, John's definitely seeing whatever she's doing.
100%. And then she puts it. Does she put it back in her pocket right there?
Eventually. Yeah, there was some park it out. We can analyze it more, but I just wanted you to see that there is an opportunity that she does know that Higgins did text her. But it's
Oh,
not
that's
as
interesting.
relevant because we saw her after the unwell actually flirt with, by the touch, meaning like she didn't ignore him. She
Well,
was-
it's only relevant because she didn't go into the house, right? I mean,
true.
she didn't
Yeah,
go into the
yeah.
house, so maybe she doesn't want to go in with John. I don't know.
At the time, I didn't think of it, but Samantha's 100% right. If Karen actually knows that Brian Higgins sent her that text message, well, she most likely interpreted it as a flirty text, exactly how Brian Patrick Higgins, old Higgy Bear, described it when he was testifying under oath. And now that we know that Karen Reed didn't ignore Brian Higgins at the waterfall, in fact, she did the exact opposite of what Alan Jackson thought she did. She made her way all the way around the Brian Higgins and then eventually touches him in a playful manner. It's weird because Jen's definitely the social butterfly. I could see, like, no matter what, she's always trying to get people to come in. And this sort of goes against your
100%.
argument that, like, she's there plotting with these text messages. She legitimately wants people to come in and party because that doesn't seem like it's
no.
fun, right? Like,
But he's dead, though. There's no way that. I mean, I don't see how that's against the argument. That's sort of it's not anywhere against. Like, she does try to get them to come over. It's just that he dies within minutes of arriving.
Yeah, because when I first started hearing this, it was like, oh, Jen tried to separate
Right. No, I'm
everyone
not
from
saying
the
that.
group, and she wanted to lure them. And these are kind of the younger crowd. Like, Brian Albert's not the fun alpha guy here. Like they don't want to hang out with Brian Albert. You could see the touching that's going on amongst the younger crowd.
I guess they're a little younger. Brian Albert seems like he can be funny and fun when he's looser because he's a comedian 100%. I mean, everything, like the whole testify thing, I mean, it's a complete mockery. He's mocking openly all of it, right?
Well, I'm glad you bring that up. They are going to be giving away signed posters of Brian Albert when he was on that stupid show at this gala. I'm serious. If you can't get any more disgusted in your life, the fact that they think that anyone, I mean, I want one really bad. It's a great idea, actually. It will raise enough money. The more money they have, the more they will get involved and give us more information. I'm telling you this. So support this gala as we are going to, and everyone should. I think the tickets are $175 a ticket or something like that.
Speaking of that, two things. One, don't forget, guys, we will be on Aiden's fundraiser on Sunday, the telethon at 2 p.m. I'll remind everybody again, but we do have the fundraiser on Sunday. And also, I really think we should do something similar. I think it's a completely missed opportunity not to do something similar. Everybody likes getting dressed up and having a reason to get dressed up and spend a lot of money, like to go to a party. I think that would be super fun. We could have people from all over the world come. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I think we should do it on Emily's estate and just tent it, like, to save some money, because it is near Canton or her country club, one or the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably need a bigger space than Emily. Plus, I don't want Emily to have to clean up.
She's never going to clean up. That
Imagine.
girl's never cleaned up a day in her life.
Or Emily.
Her mom
Oh,
worked at a big
stop.
computer company.
You're crazy. No, for sure. But we should do it. We would probably make, if they're making a couple 100,000, how much money could we make?
I have no idea. There is going to be a big gala held in honor of the House defendants to raise money for their legal cases, and I am 100% in support of it. The more money they have, the more stupid lawsuits they're going to file, and that means the more information we are going to get. Now, let's get back to this cocktail glass. I wasn't sure during this episode if John actually removed the glass that he was drinking from, but now we can conclusively see that John does carry out that specific glass with him when he leaves the waterfall. Karen never said she ordered another drink at the waterfall. In fact, she was the one that said she brought her drink from C.F. McCarthy's over, but clearly this is not the glass that Karen Reed got from C.F. McCarthy's, so she must have either ordered a drink there and forgot about it, or John just grabbed another cocktail glass. The glass is very critical to this case because it was found near John's body. That means somehow, some way, the glass had to physically end up near him. We know that the phone could have been in John's back pocket, and potentially when he was hit by a car or placed there, it was in his back pocket, but there's no way to explain how he could have held on to a cocktail glass after getting hit by a moving SUV traveling at 27 miles per hour.
What's your theory on how that cell phone ended up flying 30 feet with it?
It just did.
Making it impossible for John to have been struck by Karen Reed's SUV, but it makes it more plausible that it was planted there by either Brian Albert,
yes,
or Brian Patrick Higgins. Inch by inch, day by day, we are getting closer and closer into figuring out exactly how, when, and where Brian Patrick Higgins, old Higgy Bear, attacked John on that fateful morning. But no matter what, we will never, ever stop producing these videos until the
Brian
real killer
Higgins
is brought to justice.
What kind of relationship? A buddy-buddy relationship?
the same thing everybody wants, a real relationship.
A romantic relationship, Mr. Higgins?
It's possible.
Right.
I kissed gay Jeff. The same thing everybody wants, a real relationship. It's possible. Sending somebody flowers. It's possible.